John Shinn's with us now on the Little Caesars Hot and Ready Hotline 1077 the franchise. What
if
is your
if you drink every time you hear the words Hall of Fame, you're about to probably have a bunch of drinks in this segment.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hall of Fame this and Hall of Fame that.
The Hall of Fame trip is over with. I actually got to go back to work here pretty quick.
That's a bummer.
You wrote on it, didn't you?
I finished it up last night. I don't know when it runs or when it pops up on the website, but yeah, I spent about 3 hours last night writing up all of it.
Good for you. What's your favorite weather buzzword or buzz phrase?
It's not really a buzz. It's just watching Mike Morgan on Channel 4 just getting that state of
excitement.
Arousal.
Yeah. That's a good word. Arousal.
Last night he pointed at the screen and he goes, power flashes, and I swear he jumped up and his heels clicked together when he saw power flashes.
Well, he's wearing a tie that lights up.
Exactly.
All right. John Shinn with us on the Little Caesars Hot and Ready Hotline on 1077 The Franchise. And I must say, they have sent you guys to look, in between, your trip in between has been great. But, the trips that they have sent you guys on this postseason, just beautiful cities like, Columbus and Syracuse. Boy, you got lucky there.
You know what? Here's my opinion. The cities are fine. It's the weather that they have to sit in that are the problem. It is. Let's see. It's raining in about 38 here in Syracuse right now. So yeah, it's a dreary place right now.
I don't know if you heard or not, John, but if they make the Final Four, if OU makes the Final Four, it's actually going to move to the Hilton Coliseum in Ames. So you got that to look forward to.
I was thinking that, or some armory in Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah, that's about right, yeah.
John, are the Sooners playing their best basketball right now?
Defensively, yes. Offensively, not even close. Hield hadn't played particularly well. That's the deal. If the offense suddenly kicks in, there's definitely another level for OU to play at. They've just been kind of getting by on defense for the last 2 games.
Well, what's missing?
Hield getting some better shots / taking some better shots. I think they went 9 of 18 from 3-point range in the last game, and that certainly helped them get by Dayton. But there's just some better shots in the offensive flow that they can get in the half court that would, earlier in the year, and against some pretty good teams, you've seen this guys take and hit, and if they can get those going, that's the really, really, really good OU team.
Have you been inside the Carrier Dome yet?
No, I'm heading over there right after I get done talking to you guys. But it's going to be a dome. There's going to be a lot of adjustments for everybody to make.
Yeah, one of the things about the dome is the sight lines you get are different, and that usually affects shooters. And Oklahoma's a team right now that they're a jump shoot first team, even though Thomas has been good inside. For a guy like Buddy Hield who's struggling. How much are you concerned that playing in an arena like this may affect not just Hield, but Booker and Cousins and some of the other shooters?
Honestly, with them, not as concerned because Hield is they got in here last night. Hield will get over there and he may put up 500 shots today. He'll get used to this place in a hurry. Like I say, with Hield's deal, I don't think it's sightlines or anything else. It's just making sure he doesn't have a defender in his hip pocket every time he puts up a 3, which has happened a lot lately. So as far as getting used to it, I think OU will be fine. It's just a matter of, maybe running their offense for a little bit better spacing.
Sightlines, the word sightlines is to dome tournament talk what the phrase squall line is to weather talk.
Both are important, yes.
Yes. Those are our little buzzwords. Those are our fun buzzwords. John Shinn with us on the Little Caesars Hot and Ready Hotline. Would you have rather played Virginia?
Looking back on it, I think most teams would rather play Virginia. It's a game. That game, if you can score 60 points, you're probably going to win. They are not going to run, and if you can just slug it out in the half court, they're not a particularly challenging team to guard. if you, like I say, I think any team in that NCAA tournament field, if you can tell them, if you score 60 points, you're going to win, they would all throw their hands up and say, I want that game. So, I would probably rather have Virginia than Michigan State.
Are you surprised the Sooners are underdogs to Michigan State?
No, not when you look at Michigan State's NCAA tournament history and you look at OU's, particularly last 10 years of NCAA tournament history. That's just, but if you want to look at all the metrics of this season, then there's probably some decent. You're getting OU at a pretty good price if you want to bet them tonight. But just in terms of NCAA tournament history, it doesn't surprise you.
So basically, what Vegas is telling you is that program history greater than season metrics.
Yeah, and then the last part you can throw in that is what was beyond OU's control, and that the rest of the Big 12 just fell on its face outside of West Virginia. Yeah. And I think that probably weighs into it, too.
Yeah, that's probably right. Hey, how surprised were you, if at all, on the football side of things, that Bob Stoops was calling out a guy like D.D. Westbrook by name in the spring?
He always does it. I mean, he always has. Good or bad, he will kind of put guys up on pedestals like that. So it doesn't surprise me.
Is he worthy of it? I don't really. I mean, I haven't seen this guy play.
I'll say this: is Bob Stoops saying it that worthy of our consideration of it? I mean, you remember last year when this was the best off-season team he'd ever had, and that translated into going 8-5.
Right.
And, these guys had done everything he wanted them to do, and they went 8-5. I mean, that's kind of the deal on it. Okay, but it's not really worth that much until these guys get out on the field.
Well, and last spring it was the secondary, right, that they were so impressed with?
Was it? I can't remember.
It might have been in two-a-days that the secondary was.
I don't really remember. Here's what I remember last spring: us being mocked for saying their defensive line wasn't any good the year before. Okay, but I mean that's. Like I say, you kind of have to, after last season, you kind of have to take all that stuff with a grain of salt.
Or a spoon of sugar.
Yeah.
Either
a bowl of sugar. A bowl of sugar. All right, John, good talking to you. Head over to practice. We'll see you.
All right. See you guys later.
All right. John Shinn, everybody. That's kind of his calling card there. All right.